Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today is Gingerbread Mania. And I am starting with these little boy and girl paper cutouts that I got in a pack from the Dollar Tree quite some time ago. And I am going to mix together just some orange and some brown paint to get more of a gingerbread tone. And to make them look a little more gingerbread-like, I am just going to cut the shoe tips off and make their legs rounded. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and paint both of them with this color paint. Once that is done and drying, I took out this large clipboard that I have had in my stash for a while, and it does have some staining on it and a big huge clip, and it is just something I keep looking at thinking I've got to do something with this thing. So today was the day. I decided that I'm going to start by, it's like an MDF kind of board or chipboard or whatever they call it. It's not real wood. I am going to go ahead and give this entire board 2 full coats of these linen white chalk paint. And while I am doing that, let me let you know that Gingerbread Mania is being hosted by Dawn at Shabby Meeks Bling, Jody at Southern Seasons, and Monica at Up All Night DIY. Their channel links, as well as a playlist of the other creators that will be in this collaboration, will be in my description box. So make sure you check that out once you are finished here. Now, there was a little bit of bleed through on this board, so after I gave it the second coat, it covered most of it, but it wasn't going to matter much because I am also going to be decoupaging on. I primarily just wanted to cover that to make sure that I had it nice and light for the background. And then I'm just taking like a little white chalk pen. It's not really chalk. It's kind of like a grease chalk pen. And I am just enhancing the little boy and girl to make them look more like gingerbread cookies. My daughter and her family finally moved out, so I am now getting my craft room back in order. And so right here I am standing up because I am too lazy to go dig out my chair. But I am little by little getting my stuff back in order, and it will take me a minute to get the ring light and the camera stand and all that stuff in the right position. So forgive me if I am out of frame a little bit on bits and pieces of today's video. But I just wanted to get this done because I have so enjoyed so many gingerbread projects this Christmas season. So once I have them looking a little more like gingerbread, then I went into I don't remember exactly where I printed these from, to be honest. It might have been the Graphics Fairy. It might have been off of Pinterest. I printed 2 gingerbread houses, and I just took my wet paintbrush, went around the outside edges of the portions that I wanted, and then just ripped those out. Then once I have that the way that I want it, I am going to go ahead and Mod Podge those side by side right onto the board. And I am going to have these little gingerbread bee neighbors. So I am Mod Podging both of those on the background. And then I am going to Mod Podge the little boy and the little girl right onto the sides. Then once I have that done, I will take the Mod Podge and go over that entire boy and girl because they're a little bit thicker. They're more of a cardstock, and I want to make sure that they're not going to lift up. When my husband or my daughter, I forget who, was at the good table at the dump a couple of weeks ago, they brought home a bag full of different kinds of trim somebody had in either their crafts or their sewing stash. So I thought that this little white pom-pom trim would be absolutely perfect for this. So I am going to take that trim and I'm going to glue that on to the icing that's already on the little roof, just to give this more of a 3D feel. I trimmed out both of the roof lines with this little trim. And I had a couple of little green picks, and so I used one as a tree, and then I will use one on the clip later on. And then I decided to get some snow, and I had several different kinds, but I used this kind of plastic, sort of chopped up plastic snow, and I just used the regular glue gun and little by little just sprinkled over that pile of glue a little bit of snow here and there, which is definitely a bit of a messy endeavor. Then, once I had all the snow on there, I added the pick, or two picks, I guess, on the top part to hide that metal clip, and then a little plaid bow. And then in my stash, I had these little wooden white snowflakes. A little hard to see here as I'm putting them on, but actually in the finished product, I think that they are much more visible. And then I end up getting out of your view for a minute, but I took some burgundy and white striped fabric that I had in my stash, and I just wrapped one of the thin glue sticks with that, and then I glued it to the gingerbread boy's hands to make it look like he is holding a peppermint stick. And then I had a little clip from the Dollar Tree in my stash that is like little clothespins with some little candy canes, and I clipped them to the little girl. And then once I had that done, I think that it is finished. I think that it came out really adorable. I just wish that I had more time to continue to create these sweet little gingerbread creations. I've been having so much fun with it this year, and my 2.5-year-old granddaughter absolutely loved this one. So I will definitely be keeping that up for her to enjoy this Christmas season. So I would love to know what you think about my little neighbors, my gingerbread neighbors. And I want to make sure that you don't forget to stop by and check out the description box that is in my playlist so that you can see all the other wonderful creations that the others have made for this Gingerbread Mania collaboration. And I'm thankful for them for including me. As always, it is such fun. And so take care and enjoy. I have many creations coming up for you in the next few weeks. Hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss any of them. Make sure that you hit like if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.